Hello, everybody. This is Dylan G Tech, also known as New York Mapping in the mapping community. Uh, Today, I'm going to stream the process for Mapperdom and show you guys what I have in store. If you guys have any questions, hello, everybody. This is Dylan G Tech, also known as New York. Sorry about that. If you have any questions along the way, feel free to let me know, and I guess we'll get started. So, the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to give you guys a little taste of what the program is like so far. So let me start up the program. This is the interface that you will be seeing come out to the next build pretty soon. So to start off, these are my basic controls, and you can undo, redo, all that stuff. But for now, let me try to start a new project. Essentially, what you need is a map that works in this program. You can't just upload any old map. You actually need a custom map that is most mappers are used to using anyway. Let me start with an example. So as I have this Europe map prepared, let me show you what it looks like. So looking at this map, I kind of sort of made this one myself, used a little template that I found. And so as you notice, there are no borders. Every country is one solid color, and the sea or the oceans, the waterways, all that stuff is black, pure black, no other colors. I may eventually add a way for you to, change the color or later on, but for now it will change to whatever ocean color you set it as. What the map program will do is it'll scan the map line by line, looking for countries, add labels, and set their territories. So let me open that up real quick. As you can see, I can either set it to green, which is the default. All these nations will be colored green and given borders, or you could set it to the custom colors. I may add a way for you guys to change this later. Each color will change to green, but you'll be able to notice the differences pretty quick. I'll leave it at green. You guys can try the color ones for yourself another time. And just wait a moment while it generates the project. Yes, this does take a bit, especially even though I'm on a fast computer. There we go. So as you can see, it tried to place the labels as best it could. This is something I plan on working on fixing later, the ability for you to move these labels. But in general, it's pretty good. It tries to put it near the center. Poland, Germany. You can rename these countries as well, and we'll change the labels. I'm also going to save this project in case it crashes the program while I'm testing it. So to start off, what do you guys want me to do here first? So give me two countries and let me put them at war with each other. I'll wait a few minutes for you guys to come up with something. So please put in the chat. I'm waiting. I need an idea. Germany and Poland. There we go. So let me first rename these countries so they are what they are. Let's rename it. Edit. So this will be Germany. You'll see the labels update in a bit. And number 16 is Poland. Submit. Let me refresh to update the labels. And there we go, Germany and Poland. So let me put these at war with each other. Actually, I'll make Poland attack Germany this time. Let's see what nation. So you select the nation you want to attack first. Germany. Gonna buy a Polonia and allies. You will notice very quickly that I am borrowing a concept from protonic mapping. I really like his series. Polonia. Now Germany. New war side. I get to pick the side. Allies. All right. So I'm gonna make them Germany blue this time. You can actually, believe it or not, you can edit these colors all you want, but I'm just sticking to the templates I put in. So red and blue. And bam, we started. So let me show you the kind of things you can do with this. First, let me save the frame. So if I was making a video map out of this, I would create a folder and put all of my stuff in here. So for example, if I were making a map, I would make it frame 0, 0, so it puts them in order. Now that's saved. We can. This is our war scorekeeper right here. You need. Okay. So if you wanted Poland to win, you'd slide the slider towards Poland. This controls how much force each army has. So if I were to slide it this way a little bit, Germany would have the advantage. If I were to slide it this way, Poland would have the advantage. The farther you slide it to the direction, the more troops will be deployed, and the faster the country will get taken over. So if I were to set it at something small like 10, maybe, in Poland's direction, Poland will start to attack Germany, but very slowly. Now, right now in the program, you will notice that I have to manually save it every time. Oops, save frame. And I increment this by 1. There we go. So the idea would be to keep doing this, repeating this process, and this can be as smooth or as rugged as you like. Save a frame here. As you can notice, this is a lot faster than having to draw it out manually. Now that they've crossed the Oder River, let me make things a little bit more interesting. 35, let's say. It's going to go way faster. Come on. There you go. Things are getting a lot faster now. Yes, I will make autosave eventually. The reason that I don't have autosave in here yet is because if somebody makes, let's say somebody makes a mistake, then they will have to undo and they'll have to delete their old files. So I would prefer, I'm going to make that last. One of the last things I do is make an autosave. Well, my idea is I'll add a save button down here, and it will add this to a collection. So it'll be like you can have your frames being displayed down here in order. So you can delete your frames as necessary or go back. So did I save this one yet? Now I'm going to make things a little bit more interesting and have a different side as well. So who else do you think should attack Germany with Poland? Anybody? I have not made a... Okay. Actually, you can step back. You can undo whatever action you just took. Sometimes this is very buggy. I intend to fix issues related to the undo button pretty soon. But as you can see, if that worked, I think that just undid it. Let me try redoing it. See, it's broken. Give me a second. I think you have to do it twice sometimes. There we go. It just went back. So if you did make a mistake, you can go back and fix it. But for now, I will take your suggestions and have Switzerland attack. Let's see, that's nation 34. Let me rename that to Switzerland. Switzerland. Refresh map. And there we go. Like I said, I'll fix the labels eventually, or make it so you can customize them, because right now they are a mess. So I'll have Switzerland declare war on Germany. The reason the bar up here is red is because that's my custom laptop color. Most Windows 10 PCs this will be white, but I just had manually changed it. It's just the computer settings, yeah. Now let me attack Germany, and just because I want to finish this so we can get to coding. Submit. Now I could create a new side. I could actually have another nation attacking, and like I could literally make Switzerland as many sides as necessary, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to have join Polonia and allies. And as you're going to see, this is going to come up here with another bar. So now this will be Germany and Switzerland, Poland and Germany. So I could make Germany win. I could make Germany win against Switzerland if I wanted to. So I'll do that to start off. I'm going to make things a little bit faster too, just so I don't have to keep saving. Actually, let me save this first, because technically Switzerland joining is another frame. Save frame. Let me save over that last one, since I undid. Now to step forward. There we go. See? So Germany can win and lose at the exact same time. Save project. Wait, no, save frame. So I'll show you what I get once I'm done making a few more frames. This could keep going on for a very long time, but I don't want to make this take forever. So step forward. So now Eastern Germany is under Polish control. I could also make it go back if I wanted to. I could actually I can make Germany make an offensive, but I'm not going to do that. You'll see why in a bit. Yeah, I'm definitely going to keep working on this as long as I can. And you guys are welcome to help. If you guys know any programmers, then feel free to have them get a hold of me. I am New York Mapping on Discord. I'm also Dylan G Tech on Twitter. You know, it's all this stuff. I would love help with this project. So just get a hold of my Discord when I'm done. All right. So now let's say for all intents and purposes, Germany was overwhelmed, because I don't want to keep doing this. Give me a second. Just bear with me here, because like I said, this would normally take forever to draw, but it's still got its own works. So now Germany can surrender. I will make Germany surrender. Actually, I'll make Switzerland surrender for now. I'll make Germany surrender. You'll see why in a bit. Okay. So Germany, I select Germany, hit surrender, and boom. All Switzerland got all their land back. Poland was able to make advances into all these other areas. And if I step forward again, wait, I did something bad. Give me a second. Undo, because I forgot to save it. Undo. Come on, I know you want to. There we go. So as you can see, the undo button still has some problems. It's not working as expected. Let me try surrendering again. There. Save frame. Let me save that up. Yes, there will be peace conferences or peace treaties, more like, in the end. I will be adding those. There's actually something called treaty mode, wherever that is. There you go. We know I don't have that open option right now. Here it is, treaty mode. Right now, all that does is change a few things about how like the maps are highlighted. Like I can make a map talk if I wanted. I can make a country talk if I wanted to. So you guys are about to see something very interesting, by the way. I am going to make Switzerland talk. And you're going to see something, all the land he captured too. See? This is actually Switzerland talking with the land that he's occupied. So as you've noticed, most of southern Germany is occupied. Now, I've noticed some of you asking in the comments, will we be able to draw custom borders? The answer is yes. I will actually allow you to export a map, draw a new border, and then import it again if you really wanted to. Because if I were to just, let's say, if I wanted Switzerland to have all the land he took, then I would uncheck this, select Switzerland, and do annex occupation, and it will go forward. But that is ugly. We do not want these pre-2015 borders going on here. Like, we know mappers are better than this, so that will actually be something else I have in mind. I'm going to actually make it so you can export, draw the new border, re-import, and then it will come into this map. You got it? So for now, let's just leave it as it is. Save frame. Go to the 10. Now I will show you what will happen when you animate it. And once we're done with that, I will get to coding. So take this, for example. I'm going to select all these. I'll just show you what it looks like in the photo viewer. Now, if I go to, this might take a bit to load, but if I go to the right, you'll notice a little animation. Switzerland joins the war. Germany tries to destroy Switzerland. Germany surrenders after the capture of Berlin. Then Switzerland takes a massive chunk of land, and there you go. That is a extremely basic, very, very basic form of what you could do with this software. So now that that's taken care of, let me close out of this. Project has been saved anyway, so I can go back to it later. Here are my goals in the next few, I don't know, weeks, months, however long it'll take me to get this done. First of all, fixing war declaration. This is a bug that has been plaguing this for a while. Essentially, the wars, if you try to start a war in a certain way, it will confuse which side you're on, and I want to fix that. Right now, you can only declare war if you're neutral because it will get confused if you don't. Fix undo and redo bugs. This is a big one because a lot of problems that you've noticed this bug yourself, sometimes they'll crash, sometimes it will not work. Another option is to add a white peace option. This will allow for this essentially lets a nation drop out of a war without having to go through a peace conference. I'm going to also make a peace conference option later. I'm going to make the text neater. So this is going to make it so that you don't see those very big ugly words overlapping other stuff. Expanding color. So right now you can only have a few types of colors. I'm going to add more color customization later. Screen mode. As I said before, this is basically your peace conference stuff. And the save system could use some work too, because right now, if I were to change something in the save system or add a new feature, you will not be able to load older projects, and that would make a lot of mappers upset. So I'm going to make that another priority later on. Give me a moment. And if you want to know how to install map or how to be able to get into the Mapperdom, go to the diarchy mapping server. I think most of you came from there. So if any of you know the Mapperdom chat, you can message me on Discord. Just let me know and I can get you into the beta program. If you have Windows 10, you can install this right now, but I'm going to be making some updates today. So let's go with the first one on the list. This is going to be one of the more difficult things. If you're not a programmer, you're probably not going to follow that easily. But this is I'm going to test declaring war when you're not on the right side, when you're already on a side. So this has been a while since I've used this project, so I'm going to get back into it in a bit. Models, mapper game. So this is going to be the programming part. So I'm sure that if you're not into a program, I'm not sure how much you'll understand. I don't have a lot of comments right now. Declare war. So these are the types of things I will use to. Give me a second. My battery died. Something's wrong with my battery. There we go. Okay. So you're probably not going to hear me talk a whole lot from now on unless you ask a question. So I will get to work. You're probably going to hear a lot of background noise. I am in my dorm and people are very loud usually or annoying, so just letting you know. Nations. Nations. Give me a moment. Oh yes, you can have as many countries as, let me take that back. You can have up to 255 countries on the board at any one time. So in all those countries can be at war at once. That is already supported by our system. So don't worry about it. I can show you that another time. Sorry, stop contains key. This contains nations. Oh wait, here's the problem. Let me go back to this will be our view models is where all the code for UI will be. So, or is, I should say. Main page view model, that's where most of the code is for the interface. Declare war. Nation 2. If you would like to write an intro, Toby, I would like some help besides coding. You can write up tutorial series or documentation. So if somebody needs help understanding how this program works, then I would absolutely love it if somebody could get a hold of the software and test how it functions. So do get a hold of me if you would like to, if you are interested in writing tutorials or making videos or writing uh, reports or bug reports. Actually, no. You are not able to have one map. You're only able to have one map in one project. So I think you could have two separate projects and have that map, but it would be very difficult to keep track of. So no, you can only have one project. So that is a good suggestion, although I don't think this project will be able to support having multiple maps at once. I'm sorry, I'm not doing much of anything. I'm trying to read. I'm reading through my code, looking for any problems that I might come about. In one side, two sides. Hmm. In one side. So null. Hmm. Pick side dialog. Okay. So let's see. We have the side options. Goes to here. And pick side dialog. So I'm not sure how well you guys can read this, so I will keep going though. And then equal the secondary one. So this is going to be the most boring part, is me trying to figure out how to fix a bug. Then I will move on to something a little more exciting, because these two bugs make up the majority of the problem so far. The white piece option will probably be the more exciting of the bunch. Wait a minute. Galaxy maps I don't think would be possible. You could probably come up with a texture that would make it look like a galaxy, but I don't think that would work with mapping. I mean, galaxy maps aren't exactly, I don't know. I really don't know. So I have no idea what people use my software for. So if you guys can come up with a way to do that, if you guys are coders, I would take all suggestions. So go ahead. You can message me about that too. I think I might have found the problem with the bug. Oh, wait, no, mind, that's not the bug. Two sides. Hello, Anchor. Thanks for joining. Actually, let me try to replicate the bug real quick. That would be good. Not yet. There isn't much. There is not a way as of yet to change the text. I will. That is one of my priorities. I will make it so you can have a declare word. This is where I'm. This is where this is where I might think things are going wrong. Declare word nation stuff first of all. Nation 1, nation 2. Let me try something real quick. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to try testing where it might think the sides are wrong. So like, for example, let me go back to the last project I was doing. I think I have it saved. It takes a second to load, so it's one of the downsides. Unlike Photoshop, it takes. There we go. So let me have France join the war, and then see what I can find out why it's not right side. So let's see. But yes, I can make it so that you can declare war on countries that are not in the war. That's obviously a thing you should be able to do. So we have let's have a whole. Don't declare war on France. So where's France? Here's France. Submit. So I'm going to try to join a side that exists. See, this is where one of the problems exists. It's offering to join a side that actually wait, no end. I'm going to have it join a new side. Polonia. And this should tell us if it has the sides made correctly. Okay. Nice. Anyway, let me see what side it has picked out. So I have France should not be the Allies. So this is where my problem rests. They should be joining the. Actually, let me check something real quick. Declare war. Side 1. Oh, right. This should be the Allies. Good. So for this one, Polonian Allies. This is exactly what it should be. Good. Now let's see if it works. If it actually functions the way it's supposed to. I gotta wait for it to finish. Actually, it worked. That worked as intended. That's good. So maybe it was just a fluke. I guess that first one's good then. Let me close that out. So I guess this one's done for now. I'll put a question mark by it. Okay, so moving on. Undo and redo bugs. This is going to be a difficult one because the undo and redo sometimes doesn't actually do what it's supposed to. Because once, like as you saw, sometimes the redo button doesn't. Update map. Okay, that's good. Let's try the undo. Maybe the undo is broken, not the redo. Okay, so it looks like I'm gonna have to dig deeper into the actual game code. Okay. So declare order. No, where was I? Yeah. So basically, the reason the undos and redos take so long is because they actually create a copy of the map that you had before. So when you undo or redo, it actually just loads a different copy of the thing you had done before, the state. So I'm gonna have to check to see what is causing that to happen. Because right now, sometimes when it doesn't undo or redo, it doesn't actually load it. Okay, that looks like it's working. Oh, wait. Yeah, think about this for a second. This might be what's causing the problem. Nation's front side select. Actually, I have a better idea. Back up. Here's where I may be the problem. So there can only, that's one thing I forgot to mention, you can only undo 10 times because that is actually a lot of memory that would have to be used up if you wanted to do it a lot. So I set a hard limit on 10. I might be able to let you guys change that later. Pixels, are those cloned? Let's see. Oh, here we go. So maybe it's just that so not all the commands have the that should not back up. Set. There we go. I might have already fixed most of this stuff actually. I haven't been keeping track. So what I'm going to have you guys do for the rest, what I'm going to do for the rest of the video is let you guys know if you ever run into a bug of any kind, I'm gonna really need you guys to help me find them. So you guys tell me what you did to cause the program to crash. So and then I'll put it up on GitHub to solve. And I'm going to actually do something a little more exciting today. I'm going to add a white piece option. So this is where things get interesting because you'll actually be modifying the map in the process. So let me close some of this stuff out. Map state front. For those of you coming in now, if you haven't seen the beginning of the beginning of the video is where I showed off a lot of the features that I have so far. So if you want to see the program in action before you guys get it, then feel free to go look at the beginning. I'm going to go and do this in treaty mode. This should be a very quick addition. Okay. So this is where I can edit the UI. Let me zoom in a little bit. So this will not be considered a treaty feature. White piece usually just means you're going to withdraw. So I'm going to do that now. Add a button. Let's see. Actually, no, let's give me something else. Maybe on the stack panel up here. There. Now I'm going to add the functionality. Oh yes, there's one more thing I'd like to have you know, and that's languages. I know that a lot of you guys are not from the US and don't speak and might know people who don't speak English. So if any of you happen to know another language, please get a hold of me. I can actually translate this app into multiple languages because right now it's only in English, and that would actually make things a lot more accessible for others who might not know English as well. And okay, so white piece command, white piece. Dot is country war. So this will make it so that you can only use this white piece button if you're actually at war right now. Actually, I'm going to put this button down here with all the other buttons for the war stuff. You'll get to see what happens in a bit. So now I got to add the functionality. Here we go. This should be. These are mostly copy and paste. I just actually passed the control onto the game because this is actually just deals with commands for. Because I can actually make these commands into like command line operations, but I don't want to. I use model view model. Okay. Mm. Oh yes, there's one more thing I'd like to remind everybody, and that's that one feature I intend to add is the flags. Like countries can have their own flags, and the text, which should show up in a box that you define. That's going to be a little bit more difficult, but once it's set up, it's very easy to use. It will be very easy to use. Oops, probably do this. I will demonstrate this white piece thing once I finish it. Then that should be. Okay, here we go. Public piece. So what this white piece function will do is it'll take the country and withdraw it from the war without any concessions. So this will be used during a war and not during a treaty. So this will allow any troops that were in someone else's country will be withdrawn and the other side will get it back. We'll see that in a bit. Copy that from here. You'll see what I'm doing in a bit. Basically, most of these commands actually literally have to go pixel by pixel. Every pixel will be checked for a specific condition, and then it will be set to whatever it should be. So I'll explain what it does once I finish this. So it can't be an ocean, obviously. Hmm. Okay, so after that, we assume it's not an ocean. All right. Dot. So this is, they have ID, every pixel has an ID for who occupies it and who owns it. Pixels, this one. Nation. So there can be two separate conditions to make sure that the nation exits the war peacefully. So if the nation owns it, hang on. Actually, let me think of this for a second. And pixels. Hmm. Um, Pixels. You'll see the effects of this once I test it. So the owner is the nation. The PC requirements. I don't know, to be honest. Technically any Windows 10 device can use this. You have to be running the latest version of Windows 10 or very close to it. Any other requirements like processor, display, I am not quite sure yet. I'd have to test them on other PCs first. That is another thing you could try to do, test the software on your PC and send me the requirements. That'd be a great help. Um, hmm. X, Y. Dot. Wait, here we go. Dot. Let's see. Else. Okay, so let me think about this. Let me come back to this. So X, Y. Oops. Pixels. X, Y. Occupier ID. I'm getting there. Pixel. Nations. Pixel. There we go. So this will check whether a nation is occupied or being occupied, and will withdraw the whole country out from it. You'll see in a bit. Actually, check something real quick. Nation ID. Main view model. Change that. Dot ID. Look at this for a second. Oops. Oh. Give me 1 second, I gotta check something. As soon as I finish this up, I'll wrap it up for the night. But thanks for guys for watching anyway. I'm still gonna be live for probably about 15 more minutes. Yeah, you're right. Here we go. There. Nation ID. Let's see now. So here's where there's a conundrum that I have to worry about. So in mapping video, when a country drops out of a war and they occupy a country that is surrendered, what happens to the territories that they once occupied? That's the question. Because that is what this if case stands for. If a nation surrenders beforehand and another country was occupying it, what happens to the rest of the territory when they leave, you know? Because it can't go back to the owner of a nation that's already surrendered, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't have any military in this case, in this mapping video. So I'm just wondering what would happen. What do we do with the rest of the territory? Actually, for now I'm going to set it to another country that's in that same alliance. Actually, wait. Yeah. Actually, I got to do something else after that. Nation ID dot equals true. Wait, no, wait. Equals null. There, this is the line that matters the most. It'll put the nation out of the war. The rest of the stuff just deals with the territory they occupy. If nations side besides nation size nations nation ID dot side dot value dot count. Should we do that again? So what I'm going to have it do is I'm going to have it select the nation to inherit the rest of the territory. Otherwise, let's see. I'm not going to do that. Forget what I said. Same. There. So I'm just going to put off some of this till later. So you guys, I'm about to show you the fruits of my labor, what this actually does. Actually, wait. Give me a second. There. Now I'm going to test it using a very elaborate scenario that I'm sure some people will probably never even get to use, but we'll see how it works. There might be bugs, but we'll see how it works out. Just wait for it to compile. There we go. There. It's opening. Let's go back to our old save file. Now, let's say Poland and Germany made peace. What would happen? So what would happen was Poland would white peace like this. And then this territory should go back to Germany. We'll see. And it did. But I gotta fix that real quick actually. But yeah, it looks like it's working. Now the question is, there might be things that don't work though still that I gotta check for. So pixels x dot is gained equals true. Rinsed game dot clear front, clean fronts. There, that shouldn't get rid of another problem we had. This game equals true. Copy that down here. Oops. There. White pieces should be implemented. Oh yeah. Now also got to check to see if that was the only country in the war. Get a list of list nations allies equals because game nations were nation stuff. This involves a lot of like playing around with different values in RAM. It takes a lot of stuff to keep track of at once. Nation stuff. Value. You see, the reason I don't think JavaScript work out with that because I don't think Java. I'm not. I would look into it, but having it accessible on the web just seems like it would take too much strain on a server. Even if you could do this in a browser, it would just be I'm not even sure how I would even do this in the browser, to be honest. Especially if you want to save and load stuff. I think having it as a program gives me much more control, especially when you're dealing with image processing, which takes a lot to do on the web. Value or side equals nations nation ID or side. So no. To list. So now this will give us a should wait. p-value. So it's taking me a while. There. So this gets in a list of their allies. If allies count size. Oop. There. There we go. Oops. There. Allies count equal to 1. Then I have to get the withdraw them all from the war. Sides remove ID dot value. Perfect. So now I also have to check if dot count 1. So there's only one side left. In dot clear dot there. Perfect. Now let's see if it works. So the idea that I should be having is that if I can use white peace to actually end the entire war without actually any concessions at all, that's my goal. If that works without the program crashing, then I should be done for the night. We'll see. If it decides to compile anytime soon. Here we go. Load project. So let's see, it takes a bit. Now let's see if I can withdraw Poland from the war. White peace. There we go. Now let's see if I can draw Germany from the war. This should be the test right here. perfect. Now let's try something else, just to make sure I didn't screw it up in a different way. Undo. Now the undo's being dumb again. There. Try one more time. Huh. Maybe undo that again. This should take me back to where I was. Indeed, it has not. See, this is what I'm trying to fix. The undo and redo are very broken right now, but it shouldn't take long for me to fix that on my own. Yeah, okay, I'll just reload the project. Little project. There we go. If it decides to work. There we go. So now this is the ultimate test. I should be able to withdraw Germany from the war without crashing the program. It should end the war completely. And it appears to have worked. Awesome. Let me try starting up the war again just to make sure I didn't screw anything else up. Looks like I did. Because these two things are still here. That doesn't make any sense. Let's try something else. Poland. Let's try that again. Yeah, at least the war sides are gone. Red. Submit. Your side. Blue. Side 2, submit. Now let's see if this works out right. I don't think it will, but we'll see. Oh, it did work out. Awesome. I just need to figure out how to remove these. I gotta refresh the map. That should be it. I think that's as far as I'm going to take it tonight, guys. I thank you guys for watching, and if there's anything that you want to do to help, please get a hold of me, and hopefully I can do another stream like this soon. And I will have another build pushed out to you guys pretty soon if you're in the beta program already. I hope to get more names on the beta program with more feedback. That will be all for tonight. Have a good one, guys. Happy